Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Esper Legends. So this time I'm actually running Esper Legends in a slightly more different way, because I've included the Gold-Forged Thopteryx, and I think it's a very good inclusion in the Esper Legend. I'm not the only one who did it. I'm not the first one who did it. I just wanted to try it out because it gives each of our legendary permanents Ward 2, and we are playing a legendary deck. So guess what? All of our legendary creatures are going to get that ward too, and even our, legendary lands. Not that it matters too much, but what happens is that now we're going to get that ward, and we're going to be able to kind of protect our creature a little bit better, plus the Raffine ward, and the whole deck is centered around Raffine, so the idea is that we're going to hit our opponent hard, hit our opponents fast, and hope that we win before they can combo off with some crazier cards. Now let's look at the whole deck list. In the early game, of course, we want to land a turn 1 Skrelf, protect our creatures whenever we can. And then we'll turn to Thalia or turn to Rona, so that we can either get tax our opponent or get our card draw on, so to filter out better draws. And then we have 3 go for the throw, just in case we need to kill one of our opponent's creature. We don't want too many non-creature spells because we're running Thalia ourselves. So that's about it. Go for the throw is the only non-creature spell we have. And then we have 1 Raven Man. I had to cut a lot of Raven Man because we're running Gold-Forged Thopteryx. And Raven Man is pretty good when we're discarding cards. He's not very good in any other situation. We have 3 Dennick, because we need that life gain, and against a lot of decks like Mono Red Burn, we're going to have to kind of gain that life back from the damage without having a blocker. So Dennick is pretty good at that. Dennick is also 2 sides, so that if he dies, we can cast it on the backside as the disturb cost, so that he's a flyer. Flyer does damage that has evasion. That's pretty good, and he's even when he comes back, he's also legendary, so we can get that Gold-Forged Thopteryx ward effects if needed. And then we have 2 Gold-Forged Thopteryx just so that we can protect all of our board. We got 3 Adeline so that we can, really get that damage on for Raffine because the whole deck is built around Raffine. And 1 Toulouse just to get that little trickery whenever we discard cards, which is very, very good. But we don't want to run too many off because Toulouse is not a good card on her own. And we really need to synergize with the discard synergy. If that makes sense. And then we have 4 Sheoldred. Of course, the Legend deck does not do well without Sheoldred. And Sheoldred is an insane combo with Rona because now we can draw a bunch of cards and gain a bunch of life, and our opponent will never win. We also have 1 or 2 Ertai. 1 counter spell card is what I meant to say. Ertai, that is a reactive card, but it's also a reactive card that gets under Thalia's tax. So, we can actually cast this as 4 instead of 5 drop, instead of having to get an extra mana, and we can counter any spell or destroy any creature or planeswalker. Our opponent does draw a card, and that's bad unless we have Thalia. Unless we have Sheoldred out, then that drawing isn't that bad, and it might actually tax him to death with it. So that's pretty good. It's not a mate. They have to draw, and when they have to draw, they have to take the burn. So that's pretty fun. And then the land base, it's a lot of discard cards, of course, because or not a lot of channel lands. What I meant to say, because we're Esper Legend, so we actually have a lot of lands. If you look at it, we have 26 lands, but not 26 because a lot of these lands are actually spells. Right, we have 3 Eiganjo, 2 Otawara, 1 Takenuma. They're all kind of spell lands in that we don't want to use them as lands unless we absolutely have to. Most of the time we want to channel, and what's best is if we can channel them underneath a Toulouse so that we can actually get it back again when Toulouse dies. And then we have 1 Deserted Beach. We don't need too many of because we have 4 Seachrome Coasts. We have 4 Cave of Coilos, just 1 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Darkslick Shores, and just 1 Shipwreck Marsh. Those slow lands, the Deserted Beach, the Shattered Sanctum, and the Shipwreck Marsh, we don't want too many of because we want to be able to have an explosive start. And of course, we have 4 Plaza of Heroes because we're a legendary deck. So let's go and try out this whole deck. We want to go to Standard Ranked, and we try our new Gold-Thopteryx Esper Legend deck. Esper Legend has been kind of a good deck overall for the longest time, so I don't really see it really diminishing anytime soon. I don't know if it's still top tier or tier 1, but it's definitely up there, and I hope that we can show that today. Let's find out. Right, we're not going first, of course, and we got Skrelf into Raven Man. It's not great, but I'll work with it. Swamp. Okay, well, here's a Skrelf. Probably going to get cut down. There it is. I mean, it's obvious, but we can't really not play into it. Mono black with Mishra's Foundry, so maybe they're mono black aggro. You never know. Alright, let's get the Raven Man out. Just get every creature removed, I guess. Alright, remove all the deck. Turn 3 to Liana? No, Graveyard Trespass. Pretty good. I guess we'll play this, because we kind of have to. And then we'll play Toulouse. We'll discard our Shipwreck Marsh. No, we discard the Seachrome Coast. We don't really need it. Not blocking here. Play his Sheoldred. This will draw. Not a very fun time for us. Our opponent kind of had answers for everything. We're going to play our Sheoldred because we have to. And this Sheoldred is going to get removed because it is what it is. And then we only drew land, so I don't think any of this matters. Okay, this has been just an awful game. Every one of our cards just got removed. So, this has been fun. Do we even block just to get a land back? Yeah, we get a land back in our hand. This is nothing. We get Raffine finally. A little late for that, I say. Actually, we're just gonna die. Alright, this has been fun. Our opponent basically has the nuts. The best draw against everything we had. Just every removal they can think of. And, yeah. It is what it is. And they went first. If we went first, the tempo play would have been a lot stronger. But instead, we just got removed every turn. So, hey, that's been a fun game, right? It's pretty balanced gameplay we have. Before Dawn. Alright, that's our opponent. They don't want to use the dish soap, I guess. Seachrome Coast into a Eiganjo for one of these. That's okay play. I don't really like playing out the Eiganjo, but we have 3 in the deck, so it's fine. 2 planes. That's an interesting, gonna tax my creature kind of play. Alright, now the question is, if they're gonna tax our creature, would it be better just to run out of Rona? Or not tax our creature, they're gonna exile our creature, is what I'm saying. That's interesting. Well, we're gonna draw a card. Don't want that many Thalia, or that many Adeline in my hand. And then we will play a Raffine. Or do we play Adeline? They're just gonna kill the Adeline, right? We got a free creature. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. They can block the 1/1, but that kills their creature. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to ossify the Adeline, which it's not great. But unless I draw a land there next turn, I kind of have to make the same play again. I don't like to. I don't. Maybe to play one land and. No, I thought they were going to blow up the board with the populate, but 2 wedding announcements. That's interesting. So, I guess I'll draw a card. Because either way, I'm playing a legendary creature this turn. And I want to discard a card. What do I discard here? Does the Thalia tax him out of anything? Does the Dennick do anything? The Dennick doesn't do much. Actually, against this deck, the Go for the Throat doesn't do much. Alright, so I guess we're playing out the Raffine. Or are we playing out the Thalia to tax him? One more. I need some card draws. What are they going to do next turn? Sunfall, right? I think that's what they want to do. I'm going to buff the Rona anyways. Draw 3 and I'll discard 3. Too many lands. Discard a Dennick. How would they like to block? So that block was weird. Since they blocked the 1/1, I don't think they're gonna Sunfall. So they're not gonna Sunfall. See, if they don't Sunfall, do I want to Thalia? It kind of goes too much into the board. Actually, I think it's fine. We'll draw a card first. They have Stick. They got Instance against our card draw. Just interesting. I don't need this land. And now we have Otawara for 1 drop, or for 1 mana, which isn't bad. And then we'll just attack all in. I don't think it matters too much. I'm gonna pump the Raffine anyways. Three cards. Skrelv is kind of late. This is not that useful. And I'm gonna discard the other Adeline. Do I discard the other Adeline? Yeah, the whole deck's full of removal, so gotta be a little bit careful. They're playing mono white, so I assume their deck's full of removal. So how are they blocking here? They can double block the Rona to kill the Rona. I don't recommend that, but they can do that. Wandering Emperor. That was what the stick was.
You'll be safe.
They create a 2/2. It's a 3/3 right now.
What? To me.
Maybe it'll triple block the Adeline? No. Double block the Adeline. Okay, so that block kind of tells me they don't have anything. So I'm gonna return one of their soldiers. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. Actually, no, I'm returning Wedding Festivity. Everything gets lower, and everything dies. So that kind of puts them behind a little bit more. They have a Wandering Emperor they can use to exile my Raffine, I guess, but, you know, that's always going to happen. Then they'll only have 4 mana. The Wedding Announcement costs 4 mana because of the Thalia attacks. So that'll be pretty much their whole turn. Restoration, that's gutsy. So they're going to get a Plains out this turn? Just so that they can Sunfall us next turn. That's...
Watch for intruders.
Why would they do that? Just to kill Adeline? Okay, so I'm guessing they're Sunfalling next turn, right? If I attack right now... If I attack right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's probably going to block the Adeline. Now the question is, do I want to lose on the board? And I'm going to say yes. I do have another Otawara. I kind of have to play it right now. Oh. Let's draw a card first. Discard the other Dennick. Good, nice. Let's put let's put that underneath the tools. Guess we'll go all in. Actually, let's put 1 there. See if he wants to block. We will pump Raffine again. He can't block Raffine. We'll attack him. Alright, so what are we discarding? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many discards? 6 cards? Jeez, okay. I guess I'll discard a Cave and a Darkslick Shores. That's 6, right? I want to keep the Sheoldred. Even though he might be able to. Well, because he might be able to exile everything. So how would you like to block? Because if he used his whole turn to blow up the board here. He blocks Thalia. To get rid of the tax, I guess. Still a lot of damage. If that's what he wants. So he doesn't block Thalia. Guess he's hoping for a Sunfall with his Wandering Emperor. Alright, he is gonna be at 1. Let's see what he can bring back. There's nothing in the graveyard. And he can wipe the whole board, right? Exile everything. But then the Sheoldred will get him. That's why I didn't want to discard the Sheoldred. Ossification is pretty good. But that means he's not wiping the board. Alright, so he wants to wipe the board somehow. Farewell. Clean out my graveyard as well. I mean, I kind of see it coming, but against... Here's the thing. Against a white deck, I don't know if he has an instance to stop this. And he's at 1. So, he has to draw, and he has to die. GG. So yeah, that play was sort of calculated, although I didn't know he was gonna block it. He's at 1. I had to attack the Emperor with 1 creature so that he can think about saving his Emperor, which was an entire mistake to save your Emperor, because that was so much damage that got through. And we got through that game. So yeah, when you play Esper Legend, it might look like an aggro deck, which it sort of is, but there are way more dimensions than a normal aggro deck does, because you have 3 different colors, and then you have a lot of different types of play you can think of. You know, where do you attack? How do you want to synergize your cards? And it really is not as easy as, you know, just play mono red burn, go for face. Now, this is a really wonky hand. I want to keep because I have Skrelv into Adeline, but I don't want to keep because I don't have a turn 2 play. Opponent goes first, so I do get 2 draws out of play, which I think that means is good enough for me to keep. Because this turn 1 to turn 3 is great. The only problem is turn 2, right? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I guess there's more problem than just turn 2 now that they're playing black. And they're going first. So it's going to be the repeat of game 1. Or, I don't know. I still think it's going to be a repeat of game 1. Okay, well, we got Skrelv into Skrelv. That's the one card we cannot play, huh? Thanks, deck! Three black mana, graveyard trespassing. Okay. Now we get a 2-drop. Oh, B-E-A, beautiful. Well, we get a Raffine out. We can protect our Raffine with double ward. That's pretty good. Good luck. There's no pump spells in their deck, so we can definitely block graveyard trespasser if we need to. There's damage spells, but damage spells are okay. Sheoldred? That's not good. Raffine's gonna kill me. Alright. So, we're gonna play a little bit more risky here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Dennick first. Then I'm going to Otawara his Sheoldred. Do I Otawara his Sheoldred right now? I draw 1 card, right? I think I can live with just drawing 1 card. Thalia. That's a good card. We'll take that damage. I played a creature, so I can pass the turn. I don't want to play Thalia there because I do want to Otawara his Sheoldred when he tries to attack me. Or actually, no. I'll take the Sheoldred damage, then I'll Otawara it. You gotta be very careful with how you play this game. You gotta put a stop here too, just in case I forget. What I want to do is Otawara, so the next turn I can attack with my Dennick. Go for the throw. He has 3 mana open, so what he wants to do is go for the throw Dennick, and then go for the throw Raffine, I believe. But I'm gonna take the 1. Protection from black. Does he have another go for the throw? Gotta force him to play 2 cards, right? So the Graveyard Trespasser can't actually get over Raffine. I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but I'm okay. I can live through this damage. If he go for the throw Raffine, second Graveyard Trespasser is fine. Now we can take out the Sheoldred. Okay, so I gotta be a little bit more careful here, because what I want to do is attack with these two, or I can protect Dennick and attack with. I mean, I'm gonna attack with two anyways, right? Do I attack with? Do I play out the Adeline, or do I want to discard that to Dennick to make him a 3/4? No, 4/5, right? 4/5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack here. See what I draw first. Buff the Dennick. Those are good cards. So I'm gonna toss the Rona and toss the Adeline to make him a 4/5. I really like Adeline, but I think it's more warranted right now. I don't think he's gonna block. I don't think it's a good block. We gain 4, go to 12. And then we will play our Thalia out. And we'll end the turn. We still have a protection, and we still have a Eiganjo against one of the Graveyard Trespasser if they want to attack. Can't get to my graveyard. I don't know if he has a card to protect the Graveyard Trespasser. I believe the stick is either Demetrius Foundry or the Mirix. Alright, we'll take the 3 now. Don't like to, but I'll take it. And here comes Sheoldred. So our next draw is going to be pretty important. But we can obviously attack with Dennick. And if we block with Sheoldred, we can Plaza our Dennick. That's assuming we draw a... it's assuming we draw a card that's not a land, right? It's very important to not draw a land. Draw? That's not a land. Good. Okay, so if we draw a card here with Dennick attack, we're going to take a lot of damage. We've got to be careful here. But hey, we don't die. So, Dennick's going to attack. Raffine's going to stay back. Because I don't want to draw too many cards. So Dennick's going to attack. He'll take 5, I think. Right? That's just 5. It's not a lot of damage. But we gain 5. We'll go to 10. Risky bet regardless. Got a lot of protection. Sheoldred. Uh-oh. Comes into play, I gotta sacrifice a creature. These are important cards. I cannot sack those, but I can sack Sheoldred. I can sack my Thalia. Let's see how he wants to attack. He can attack through the Raffine. What I mean to say is he cannot attack through the Raffine. But he can attack with Sheoldred, so I guess we'll have to block here. That's a weird attack, to be fair. Get my Raffine indestructible. kind of weird. Now my Dennick can just attack without worry. Right? Both my Dennick and my Raffine can attack. I'll go to 13, but I'll die from the backswing if I don't draw creatures. That's pretty scary. I think I'll just attack with Dennick again. Unless he double blocks. If he double blocks, I actually can't get over that hump. So do I protect Dennick just for 5 damage? I think I do. Oh, this is pretty bad. This is a pretty scary play because on the backswing I take a lot of damage and assume that he cannot kill my Dennick, right? Because if he can kill my Dennick, I just lose. No, attack. See what I draw first. Go for the throw. That's pretty important. Alright, so if that's the case, how would he block? Would he double block? He does. Alright, good. Good for me. He still has a spell. There's a stick somewhere. It's probably a cut. I don't know if it's a cut down. I think it was just one of these. Mirrors or the Foundry. Now if he attacks, the Sheoldred does 6 damage, and I gain 6 life. So I'm not even gonna block. Alright, he's got other plays. Evolved Sleeper is not really a play. I mean, I guess you can get it, give it, whatchamacallit. Okay, so I can kill the Evolved Sleeper, or I can kill Sheoldred. Let's kill Sheoldred. Alright, if he goes to plus enough, I'm going to activate Scroll. You can keep going to draw that card. But if he does, he might regret it. That's a 3-3, okay. Does he want to do it again? That taps him out. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. He wants to gain that 2 life. So bad. It's wrong though, but he can do it. He didn't. Why did he pump all the way just to not do it? Alright, so now the question is, do I want to... He has 3 mana, so he can still do that. I don't want to risk it. Oh, Toulouse is very good, but Plaza is a Plaza. Uh-oh. Now this discard is kind of hurting me. Okay, so I guess... I'm going to keep the Plaza. Because I can't cast Toulouse this turn. Actually, his deck doesn't have Exile, so Toulouse is a very good card to play. I'm going to keep the Toulouse. I'm going to play for a little bit longer game now. Hexproof on the color. So, if it can't be blocked, will it still block when it triggers? I guess it will draw a card and then the Dennick will die, right? It's fine. I don't want the Dennick to die, but I don't want to activate this because I don't know if it will work. Actually, for science, let's see if it's already blocked, would it be unblocked? No, it will not. Oops. So yeah, even though it says can't be blocked, if the blocking is already targeted, I guess it doesn't work. I didn't know that! Now I do. Magic's full of these weird things. Alright, now it's punished because he draw Vraska. Alright, perfect draw against exactly what I have. I get a treasure. That's... yeah, beautiful. Okay, so I guess Raffine will die to... discard shore. Wait, does it still have ability? It has no ability, right? So I'll play it. All my legendary permanent as ward. I got a flyer and a Toulouse. So yeah, obviously I shouldn't have done that, but I really wanted to know whether or not it will work. And it's just one rank, it doesn't matter. Now, if our opponent can play a little bit faster, draw a card, proliferate. Want to proliferate your Toxic? He's at 8. Alright, their card advantage is kind of overburdening us now. Takenuma. That's not good. Mrs. Sheoldred is going to come back. And we're out of cards, so... yeah. Oh! Oh, no, Dennick's not in play. If Dennick was in play, that would be embarrassing. Anyways... so that whole game was wrong. I wanted to protect Dennick. I wanted to activate... okay, so here's my thought process on that chart. I wanted to activate Skrelv on Dennick, but if he had Go for the Throw on his hand, I would have just activate Skrelv into a nothing, because you can kill it in response. And that would have been terrible for me. On the other hand, now that... you know... now that I've seen what the play was, obviously it would have been better if I had targeted first. I'm at 11 at top deck of land. Alright, so this is lifelink. Not enough lifelink, mind you. I can deal some damage to him. Alright, Toulouse is nothing. This is nothing but gain 2 life. I think I would still do that, so yeah. Everything's getting pretty bad. I'm gonna cast my Dennick. And then I'm gonna activate on Toulouse. Make her pro black. This is target creature become an artifact, right? I can kill. I cannot kill Vraska, and he can keep drawing, so that's probably bad. Let's go for the kill while we still can. He's at 7, but he did use the Vraska plus and not minus. I was really hoping he doesn't use the minus, and he didn't. So, can he deal 8 damage this turn? Second Takenuma? I don't know if that's warranted. What can he get back? Sheoldred? I guess the other Sheoldred? Oh yeah. Investigate? So what do we kill here? Maybe just a Toulouse. Alright, it is conniving, but other than conniving, it's not doing much. But we want to push through that damage, and it's really hard to do that. We got a land in our hand. No blocks. Another Dennick is no good, right? This is Menace. So we can deal 4 damage. Alright, this has been game. I don't think we would have won either way if we didn't target the thing. We have Raffine out. Raffine would have been a little bit better, but again, that wording was so confusing. It says cannot be blocked by the color. So how come he would still be able to block? Because he assigned it? Doesn't it not fall off like a target would? I don't know. See? Well, that's the whole game for today. When it comes to Esper Legends, I do think it's a decent deck. Honestly, it's just... it really depends on the tempo that you play on. And when it comes to Esper Legend, the biggest thing is that it does not seem like Arena's incentivizing it, so I'm going second a lot. And this deck really helps when you go first, right? It's got the first going tempo. If you go second, you're just going to kind of cry a lot because your opponent will have the tempo on you and remove every card you play. And you saw the 2 games we play against Mono Black, where when they just remove every card we play, we can't really get any synergy going. You can't have synergy when you have nothing on board. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.